Yeah, the Gypsy King is back, as if it was ever in doubt. Welcome to the press conference where, for the first time, the watching world will hear from both Tyson Fury and Arslanbek Makhmudov for the very first time ahead of their seismic heavyweight showdown right here at Tottenham Hotspur on April the 11th, coming to you live on Netflix. Well, what twists and turns await us today? Well, joining me in the studio it is three-time heavyweight world champion Lennox Lewis and three-time world champion at super middleweight. It is Cobra Froch. Well, the fun and games have already kicked off here, haven't they? John Fury, Carl, has been getting stuck into it. You might be able to hear him in the background, but he's having some fun and ways. He's announced himself.
He's already started. He's started on me a little bit. He's mentioned my name, Carl Froch. If you want to have it, let's have it. I don't know what he wants me to have, but let's just do what we've got to do. Let's be professional and see what unfolds.
It is all part of the fun and games, because it has been a year since Tyson Fury hung up his gloves. He said he was retired, but he is very much back. Lennox, as if it was ever in doubt.
No, I mean, when he retired, I said to myself, no, he's going to be back, because he retired too fast. And he's not going to go away with a loss like that, so he's going to want to come back. So I was preparing for him to come back, and he did.
I mean, we all expected him to come back. When Tyson Fury is in the mix, the heavyweight scene, which is ever-changing, Carl, it's always far more exciting, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's a lot of young up-and-comers that are very well. But Tyson Fury's in his 38th year. I've got my concerns and my reservations as to why he's coming back. Is it monetary, what he's looking for? He probably don't need that. He's had a very successful career. Or does he want to just sort of negate the two losses to Usyk at the end of his career? Maybe he wants to just go out on a win. So hopefully he can get himself in good shape. He's looking like he's in good shape. He's not gone out of shape like he did after his previous retirement. When he spent over 2 years out of the ring, he came back at almost 30 stone. He's actually in good shape for Tyson Fury. So hopefully he can come back and do the business against Makhmudov and then see what opens up for him. Ultimately, I think maybe the Anthony Joshua fight's the big one for him. But he's talking about the Usyk rematch. Be careful what you wish for there, because he's been beat fair and square, in my opinion, twice. So let's just see. I mean, we'll talk to him maybe later. We'll hear what he's got to say. But we knew he was going to come out of retirement once he announced his retirement. So you kind of don't know where you stand with him.
What do you think his motivation for coming back is, Lennox? What do you think is it money, or is it a mental thing, the fact that he is coming back into the game off the back of two losses, that he needs to put that to bed? What is it, do you think?
I think it's the two losses back-to-back. Nobody really wants to leave on the bottom. They want to leave on top. So for him, I didn't think it was a good reason for him to leave. He definitely needs to get back in the ring and win a couple more fights. And I think he's looking for the Anthony Joshua fight. I think that's the biggest fight ever for him right now.
Well, they are fights that potentially are down the line, but he has to deal with Makhmudov first. In terms of a potential three-way world champion like yourself, Carl, does Fury have the mettle? Does he have the ingredients to do that, do you think?
What, to come back and be world champion again? Potentially. It depends who's around as well. Don't forget you've got Fabio Wardley taking on Daniel Dubois, and that's going to be for the WBO title, I believe. Usyk's got the other, he's got WBC, the IBF, WBA, so options may open up there, but he's got to get Makhmudov out of the way first. And, you know, this guy's a bit of a threat. He's big and strong, he can take a punch, he's fit, he's been the distance a couple of times, so if Fury doesn't take him seriously, this could be a problem. But I've got a feeling Fury's coming back and he believes in himself and he's done everything right, so we're probably going to see a decent version of Fury, and at 70% Fury beats Makhmudov.
Well, that is the current heavyweight champions right now, as you can see, very much dominated by Alexander Usyk. We don't know what Usyk's next move will be, but what do we need to see from Tyson Fury if he is going to get back in that mix, Lennox?
Well, it's funny because usually when we see Tyson Fury come back, he doesn't really warm up too well in the first couple rounds, and you know, there's a threat there always. So I need to see him move and warm up and get back to his old self, and before trying to knock anybody out. But he's got to get that boxing back, he's got to get the movement back, he's got to get his old self back. He's been out for a while, and anytime he's out for a while, he's always coming back and doesn't look good in the first few rounds.
Do you think he does need to beat Usyk for a third time?
I don't think he needs to, no, but maybe we don't know what's going on in his head. Like I said earlier, why is he coming back? And the Usyk rematch for him is something he could win. When you listen to him, he thinks he won the second one and the first one. He says he got robbed twice, which is ridiculous. Anybody who knows about boxing, anybody who scored the fight, scored it for Usyk to win twice. It was close up until round 9 in the first one. Then Usyk took over in round 9. That's what he does. I mean, Fury's a good fighter. He knows what he's doing. He's in there and he's in the fight and he's winning the fight early on. But in the rematch, I had him close, but a close loser. Lennox had him losing by quite wide. So no one was arguing if he won or lost. But in his own head, he can win the rematch. I don't think he should be chasing that fight. I think he should be chasing wins. So he comes back against Makhmudov, gets the job done, and then maybe have a look at how the ground's opened up for him.
Many did have that second fight as a very competitive fight indeed, Lennox. How did you score both those fights? How did you see it?
I thought Usyk won both of them, especially in the second fight. You know, Tyson Fury should have been more attacking, not laying back. As you know, when you're boxing a champion, you got to go after the champion and impress yourself upon him and win the fight. In this second fight, Tyson Fury is more backing off. He should have been pressing the issue a bit more.
Yeah, he was definitely on his back foot, looking to maybe steal the fight in the rematch. And like Lennox pointed out, as the champion, you've got a little bit of a comfort zone. It shouldn't be like that. You can sit behind your jab, counterpunch, but Usyk always pulls away. And if he's ever behind towards the end of the fight, Usyk's got this amazing ability to be able to step up, go through the gears and finish strong. And he did that in both fights. I think there was more to come from Usyk. So if Fury would have done more...
And the mental pressure as well.
The mental pressure from Usyk, I mean, he's one of the most mental, solid people I've seen. He's got big faith in Christianity. He's a godly man and he believes himself. See him kiss his crucifix between round 9 and 10 when he had a bad round. Then he came out and dominated. So that self-belief and his relationship with his corner man, it's impeccable.
But as Lennox just spoke about the fact that you possibly think that his motivation is to come back, to put those back-to-back losses behind himself and redeem himself. You know what it's like to lose twice, but you redeemed yourself against Kessler, but you didn't get that second rematch, the rematch with Ward. No. How much do you think that of a mental thing for Fury? How much does it play on his head?
I'll be honest, I didn't really want the rematch with Ward. That fight's a tough fight for me to win. The first fight was points, so I was happy to put that behind me. Usyk has beat Fury twice. So Fury's had 2 losses. He's had 24 rounds and probably won about 5 or 6 of them 24 rounds. So in his head, because he's a winner, he walks in the room with his chin in the air. Takes after his dad. You saw his dad earlier shouting and screaming. I don't even know why, but he's full of confidence, full of self-belief, and he likes to win. So he's lost twice to the same guy, and he's telling everybody that it was close and he could have got the nod and he should have won, maybe he got robbed. So
but
maybe
everyone has a bogeyman.
Absolutely.
And is Usyk's...
I don't think he can beat Usyk. I think he should swerve that. See how he looks against Makhmudov, and then let's see what opens up. Dubois, Fabio Wardley, winnable fights for him. Anthony Joshua's the big money fight. You don't need any more money, but you can never have too much. So the AJ fight for me, in terms of selling a stadium and getting people excited, that's the big one. That's probably what he's looking at.
Well, let's talk about Makhmudov. How much of a threat is he to Tyson Fury, do you think, Lennox?
He's a big threat because he's just the same size of him. It's not like he has to reach up and try and reach him. He's the same size. He's got good power. The only thing, he's one-dimensional. You know, he needs to be a little faster on his feet. And he's got the power to beat Tyson Fury. And this is what he wants. Everybody wants the champion to prove themselves, and they usually look good against the champion because that's what they go out there to do, to try and beat the champion. And he's definitely got the power to beat Tyson Fury, but it depends on what Tyson Fury comes by.
Yeah,
you know, Tyson Fury is, you know, great on his feet. He doesn't get hit too much, and it's hard to hit him. He's elusive in the ring. He moves well. And, you know, he's a good boxer. Even if Tyson Fury is 300 pounds, he still would be a great boxer because he's a natural fighter.
What we do know is Makhmudov can get to his opponents early doors. How much does Fury need to be on his game in those early rounds, Carl?
I think he needs to be 70% on his game because 100% Tyson Fury in his prime, this would be a mismatch. Too fast on his feet, fast hands, accurate puncher, natural fighter. He's a natural-born fighter, and he's very, very technically proficient for a heavyweight. He moves well. He's got ticks so many boxes. Fast hands, good jab, good head movement, light on his feet, and he'll run rings around someone like Makhmudov. But if he comes back and he's not firing all cylinders, which you can't be at 38 years, he's in his 38, if he turns 38 in August, he won't be at his best. We're not going to expect the best ever Tyson Fury, but a slightly better than what we're used to, like against Usyk. He was good against Usyk, actually. I don't want to give him any stick, but when he fought Ngannou, Francis Ngannou, he was terrible.
Yeah.
And a lot thought he lost that fight. So if he comes back in that shape...
But he also said he didn't train properly for
Well,
that
there you
fight.
go.
It was an oversight for him. He has spoken about that.
Yeah, hopefully he's not in that shape.
Can't
Hopefully he's took
afford
it
that.
serious. Absolutely can't afford it.
And also, if he is to get to world title contention again, do we need to see perhaps a statement from Tyson Fury on April the 11th, Lennox?
What, saying who he wants to fight, or if he's staying in boxing?
In terms of performance, if you're going to get back to those upper echelons and fight at world level again, do we need to see a statement from him?
Well, definitely need to see a statement from him in the fight and see where he's at. Everybody's going to be watching him, so he better look good. He better get started fast, too.
But that's one thing in terms of everyone watching. We know that Tyson Fury absolutely loves the chaos, doesn't he? He loves the crowd. He loves everybody, all eyeballs on him. And 64,000 fans in this Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is Tyson Fury's dream. We know that. But in terms of Makhmudov, how will he deal with the occasion, Carl?
I think he'll be okay. He's been in he's not been in any massive fights. He's got no standout wins. The Dave Allen fight was pretty good for him in terms of winning that fight, because Dave Allen was a fan favourite, and Makhmudov turned up. He put on a performance. He went the distance. But when you watch the fight, he's in against somebody like Dave Allen, who's kind of, you'll probably agree, Lennox, British sort of level.
Yeah.
He's not a world beater, Dave Allen. He's a good fighter, competitive. He comes in quite fit. He believes in himself. But he's not quite at the races at world level. He's a fringe European level fighter. And Makhmudov struggled with him at times. Dave Allen finished quite strong and sort of exposed him a little bit, leaky defence at the end. So, you know, you would expect Tyson Fury to go in there and dominate and look really good, but Makhmudov will come and he'll be on his A game. He'll be at the best. This will be the best we've ever seen of Makhmudov. So if Fury takes his eye off the ball, this could be a trouble for him.
Lennox, who's the pressure on more in this fight, do you think?
I think it's on both of them. Both of them, especially Makhmudov, is up against a big guy, Fury. Fury's supposed to be on his way out, but now there's the chance that Makhmudov can take and put the pressure on Tyson Fury. He's just as big as Tyson Fury, so he's able to reach him with the right hand and the jabs. The only thing he needs to be a little bit quicker on is his feet. His feet are kind of slow, and he's one-dimensional. He needs to move his head a little bit more. So hopefully he's corrected those type of issues and comes out and he's at his very best.
That's what we want to see, don't
Yes.
we? We want to see fireworks on April the 11th. Interestingly, when you both retired, you were both, what, 38 years old, pretty much around that?
Pretty much,
yeah.
Yes.
Were you ever tempted to come back, Lennox?
I was very tempted to come back a lot of times when, you know, I was working for HBO and I would watch a couple heavyweight fights and I'm like, yo, these guys are not performing like they're supposed to. I need to come back and show them how it's done as a heavyweight champ.
What were the names? Were there any names mentioned that dangled in front of you that would have tempted you?
Yeah, of course. Klitschko, different names, but I held it. I didn't come back, didn't have to.
Vladimir?
I proved everything I needed to prove. Vladimir, he needed to call me some names or something to get me hot and get me upset so I would come back, but he's such a nice guy, he didn't.
Very true. How hard is it, though, as a fighter, and particularly as a heavyweight, to make that decision to put the gloves down for good?
Well, it's hard. It's very hard, especially with the kind of money that they were throwing out there. It's like, wow, do I do it? Do I not? But I want everybody to remember me how I was, not how I became.
What about you, Carl? I mean, we know you could be potentially tempted back. What would it take? A fat check and maybe a YouTuber?
Listen, talk about Jake Paul. I wouldn't disrespect the sport enough to think that I could come back at a competitive level, at world level, because I retired at 37 years old because I couldn't do it anymore. In terms of physicalities, the desire in my head, I was ready to retire before that rematch. After that first fight with Groves, I decided this is the last time I'm going to do it, and that got me through the camp. And since then, I sat ringside commentating and being a pundit for Sky Sports, and I watched big fights all around the world, and I was able to get my boxing fix from being there ringside and thinking to myself, I'm glad I'm not in there, I don't fancy being in there. But then when you walk away from that and you take a step back, and then you start getting offers, like potentially Jake Paul did throw my name in the mix at one stage. Then there's been a guy called Darren Till who mentioned me, and I start thinking, but the minute you get back in the gym and start hitting the bag, and then you wake up in the morning and everything's aching, you get a reality check. So,
That is a reality check.
You realise that it's a young man's game.
I've done the same thing.
It's a young man's game, boxing, and I think Tyson Fury will realise that in this training camp. at 38. He probably still can be a version of his former self, but he's never going to be back to his best ever now.
Well, he's taken his camp over to Thailand, hasn't he? He means business. He's moved everything away. We're still yet to find out who definitely will be training him. Hopefully we'll get that information today. But what do you think the thinking was, him taking his camp to Thailand?
Obviously, he wants to go to a place where he doesn't want anybody around him. He just wants to focus. And that's actually a good thing, because a lot of the boxers nowadays, they don't go to camp, don't spend the time in camp so they can get focused. They stay around in their home territory, and they get phone calls from this and phone calls from that, and they're watching TV. In Thailand, it's totally away from everything, so he's definitely put that into effect, where he wants to be in a place where he's focused on this fight.
So far from what we've seen of him, he's looking in pretty good shape. We saw some pictures of him at the top of the show there, and he's looking fairly leanish for Tyson Fury at this stage, still 8 weeks out from fight night.
Absolutely, I'm quite impressed with the way he looks, because Tyson puts weight on. He's naturally, you know, genetically, he puts weight on. He puts this weight around his belly and around his love handles, and he never ever looks in shape. He never looks ripped, but that is pretty much as good as you're ever going to see Tyson Fury. And to see him in this shape and not with a big belly on him, a big derby, whatever you want to call it, is looking okay. So it shows that he's been in the gym, he's been doing the road work, the running, and he's been watching his diet, which is all positive signs. And he hasn't stopped talking about getting back in the ring. Even since he retired, he's always been tipping his toe in and teasing us with it.
This is the thing, I think everyone takes it with a pinch of salt, don't they? I think that was his 5th retirement.
Yeah.
Everyone already assumes he's going to come back.
It's a shame, because his credibility gets destroyed a little bit. He retires, and everyone says, yeah, but he's not retired. And then he comes out of retirement, and you kind of think, so what? Like, I'm not really that bothered, I'm not that interested. But Tyson Fury is such a big character, such a big name, and it's so interesting for me. You have to watch him fight. That's just...
Are we expecting some fireworks up there on the top table today, do you think? I mean, when Tyson Fury's involved, you just never know, do you?
No, I'm expecting fireworks. I mean, his dad just lit the fuse just a second ago, and, you know, I'm sure he's going to bring that on to his son. His son's going to be coming out here, making a lot of noise and showing that he's ready.
Yeah, John's already given us a taste of what may be to come. What do you think, Carl?
Well, John's already started. I was looking around for security and realised I'm stood next to Lennox Lewis. And you've got my back, haven't you? He's got my back.
Yes, I do.
I think there'll be something, because, you know, it's a big occasion. It's on Netflix as well. This is big news. And Tyson Fury doesn't want to come here and just have a small chat and then go away. He's going to want to make a splash. So I'm expecting something pretty big.
Well, you've kind of already said it, Carl, because it is the big occasion, which of course means that Michael Buffer is in town. Right, let's hand you over to the man himself for the introductions.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to one of the great venues in the world for sports and entertainment, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, London. We are here for a very special launch press conference to make a very special announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday, April 11th, here at this stadium, one of the most popular and charismatic fighters of many years is about to return to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, returns, and he takes on one of the biggest KO punchers in the division today, Arslanbek Makhmudov. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's all a presentation courtesy of The Ring Magazine and Sella. Now, tickets will be available, I understand, starting tomorrow. They'll be available exclusively through ticketmaster.co.uk. And I want to emphasize, it's not .com, it's ticketmaster.co.uk. And for all the fans around the world who will be unable to attend, because we expect about 70,000 in attendance here, this contest and a spectacular undercard that is now being worked on will be available on the #1 entertainment streaming outfit in the world, Netflix. If you've got Netflix, you'll be able to see this exciting night of boxing. And if you don't have Netflix, it's a good reason to get it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce behind me our seated panel for this press conference at this time. Firstly, former welterweight ranked contender who held the WBC silver belt and NABF welterweight championships. He's now the general manager of Eye of the Tiger Management, Monsieur Antonin de Calry from Canada. the CEO of the Ring magazine, Mr. Rick Reno. Here for Team Fury, Mr. John Fury. And here for Queensbury Promotions, Mr. Frank Warren. And the Managing Director of Sela, Dr. Rakan Altharthi. So ladies and gentlemen, let's bring the fighters to the stage and to their seats. These two heavyweight warriors will be part and headlining the Netflix Night of Professional World-Class Boxing. Firstly, fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. He stands 6'5" and 1/2 inches tall. His outstanding record consists of 21 victories, 19 big wins by knockout, and 17 of those 19 KOs come in 3 rounds or less. He has 2 defeats on his record. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Arslanbek, the Lion, Le Lion, Makhmudov. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, the return of one of the most charismatic fighters in the history of the sport. Fighting out of Manchester, Lancashire, England, he stands 6'9". His professional record, 34 victories, 24 big wins by knockout, only 2 defeats with 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Tell me why, look into my eyes, brother, I ain't telling lies. The revolution won't be televised, but they'll show us on the news when we're banging nines. Front line like them little kids in Palestine. Fuck the government, all they chat is a bag of lies. I risk my life every other night. I live a gut life, I put it on my mother's life. Self-defense first.
The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Throw up your peace signs. These are peak times, and these are real rhymes. It's too late in 28, you can't rewind.
Love that suit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn it over to our moderator and our host for this press conference, Mr. Josh Denzel.
Thank you, Michael. As flawless as ever. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to everybody in the room and those watching around the world.
Can I stop you there, young man, for a minute? I've made my points. I love your son. Spencer, take your seat, please. No, come here. No, it's right, it's right. You're his manager. I love your son.
There is always drama when it comes to a Tyson Fury
Spencer,
press conference. Thank you, Big John. Please welcome long-time manager and close friend of Tyson Fury, Spence. I'll let you get up here. Absolute pleasure. Listen, we are here for the return of the Gypsy King, the former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, unified champion, and one of the defining heavyweights of our era. Boxing is always better when the biggest stars are active, and they don't come much bigger than this man beside me. On April the 11th, after 15 months away from the sport, Tyson Fury will step out of retirement and into the ring right here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, live on Netflix. Standing in his way, a Russian man mounted. A man with 19 knockouts, 13 of those coming in the very first round. He's got no interest in fairy tale endings. For Fury, this is about proving there is more to write in his legacy. For Makhmudov, it's the chance to shock the world and catapult himself into the heavyweight picture. To officially open proceedings here, I'm going to open up the floor to CEO of Ring Magazine, Rick Reno. Rick, pleasure to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I want to thank everyone for coming out for this press conference. And I want to say that the Ring, Sela, and His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, we are over the moon to once again be working with Netflix on another mega event. And, you know, for the last year, the heavyweight division, it felt like something was missing. It was missing some energy, some kind of fire. It needed an injection of a sort. And it's getting a massive injection in 2026 with the return of the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. And Netflix, you know, they want big mega events, spectacles, major names. And it doesn't surprise me in the least that when they wanted to put on another mega boxing event, they came and said, we want Tyson Fury. And Tyson's coming back. He's hungry. He wants to make a big statement, but he's facing a danger man to my left, a guy with dynamite in his hands. Makhmudov is also very motivated, very focused, and this is an opportunity. You know, he pulls off a big upset. It could change his entire life on the biggest platform out there in the world. Once again, I want to thank everyone for coming and turn it back to our great moderator.
Now, in terms of legacy and long-term impact, what does a successful comeback for Tyson Fury do for his standing in heavyweight history?
I mean, Fury's already cemented, I believe, a position in heavyweight history, and he's cemented a position for himself also as a first ballot Hall of Famer. But, you know, he showed in his last fight that he's still at the top of his game. He's still extremely skilled. He's still one of the biggest names, not just in boxing, but I believe in sports in general around the world. And you'd never see a boring Tyson Fury fight. I mean, Tyson comes to fight, Makhmudov comes to fight, and there's still a lot of big, major events and major fights for Tyson to make out there, and he seems like the time off has did him well. He's eager and ready to go, and you know, I expect a pretty sold-out Tottenham Stadium for this card.
Rick, when you assess Makhmudov's body of work so far, what stands out to you in terms of his legitimacy as a top-tier heavyweight contender, the man to test Tyson Fury on his comeback?
Well, I mean, the heavyweight division is the one division more than any where one punch is all it takes. I mean, we've seen it time and time again, including last year. A guy could be behind 9-10 rounds, lands that one punch, and the whole fight is over. And the one thing Makhmudov has shown me is he can take a punch, and he certainly can give a punch. So, I mean, Tyson can't take this man lightly. I don't think he's taking this man lightly because he knows he lands the right punch in the right place, and it could be lights out.
No doubt, Rick. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to turn it over to Tyson's team and hear from someone who's very close. We've been by Tyson's side for years. Longtime manager and close friend, Spencer Brown, the CEO of Gold Star Promotions. Now, Spencer, let me ask you this. Did you genuinely believe that we'd be sitting here today promoting the return of Tyson Fury and talking about a push for him to become a 3-time heavyweight world champion?
Yeah, I did actually. Speaking to his family and his brothers and everybody. Tyson loves boxing. He's an historian. There's nothing he doesn't really like about the game. He talks about it all day, all night. And I could see him coming back. He just had to he had to he had to scratch his itch because he was walking around for months enjoying himself. He's had a great year. He's told me he's had a fantastic year. He's really enjoyed it. But he wants to get to work, stop Makhmudov, and then we go on from there. This man is a man mountain. He's, you know, he's only been beaten by 2 of the world's top fighters. So I was a bit taken back when Tyson said, I'm going to fight him. No problem. There was no issue. There was no, I'll fight him. No talk about it. Get it on. And we're here now with the backing of Dr. Khan at Seller, Netflix, Frank Warren, Queensbury. You know, this is going to be a massive occasion. And when you look outside here now and you look at it, what a stadium this is. It's state of the art. And I just think that it's going to be an incredible night. We've not finished the undercard yet, but it's going to be a cracking undercard. We've been rung for tickets by some of the top celebrities of the world, some of the top sportsmen around the world. They all want to come to this fight. The return of the big GK, Tyson Fury. Be there or be square. I'm telling you, this is going to be big. And this guy who's fighting tonight, he can bang, or not tonight. At the day, he can bang. This guy can fight. Like I say, he's a potential banana skin. But I'll back my man to the end of the earth. The big GK's back. Be there. Thank you.
Spencer, Tyson's been out in Thailand preparing. Can you talk us through the thinking behind that? It's obviously a big change from we'll speak to the man about himself, but I just want to know what the team wanted to gain from a change in training camps.
I don't think there is no gain. Tyson, he's a great fighter. There's nothing he doesn't know about boxing. I don't think there's many people in the world who can teach him anymore. Just structure and going through what he always does do, but doing it better. He seems to be so happy in Thailand. Who wouldn't be happy there? It's warm, it's lovely, he's acclimatised, he's a national hero over there. He's got great fighters around him. That's what he's chose to do. And every day they're working hard. I think that a few more people will be joining the team very shortly. And when camp's ready, this is just the start. There's 8 weeks to go yet. So we're in the preliminary stages. But as you can see, he's looking very, very fit, very tanned. He looks really well. And I think you're going to see a rejuvenated Tyson Fury. And he's really looking forward to coming back into the game and showing what he can do.
Listen, he looks fantastic, especially in the brand new suit. Looks unbelievable. And the tan's working for you, Tyson.
I couldn't afford a suit like that.
Now, listen, the idea of Tyson becoming a three-time heavyweight champion, how much does that drive him behind the scenes? Because he's done it all. He's climbed to the very top of the mountain.
Look, it's not if or why or what. It's when. He will become a three-weight champion. Don't worry about that.
Is that what's motivated him winning camp in those hard runs, those long,
There's a lot of
hot,
motivations in this fight. There's a lot of motivations. He's getting paid well. He wants to work. He wants to get back in and wants to win this world title. Very important to him. Very important for him in boxing history. He wants to be known as one of the greats, and he will be, and he is.
To become a three-time heavyweight champion, you've got to go through the fire. And talk to me, if it goes well on April the 11th, what does that path look like in your perspective? Have you spoken about that with the team?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is our first fight back. You can't look beyond that. It would be very silly to do that. We've got a big giant in front of us, and who can fight. So, we've all talked about different scenarios and different fights that we'd like to do. But let's get through this first fight, not look forward. We've got to get the job done. What's in the past, we've got to get this job done, then we move forward again. And Tyson's right up for the challenge.
Spence, thanks for your words. I want to get some perspective from the other side, the camp of Arslanbek Makhmudov. So joining us is the General Manager of Eye of the Tiger Management and former fighter himself, Antonin Dekary. Antonin, I love the name of the business. Is it going to be a rocky story for your man?
It's going to be a much better story for us than it was in Rocky IV. Let's face it. Tyson Fury's a legend. I think Arslanbek said that word before, and I think it's a great definition. He did so much in the boxing world, but we're here to make a point. We're here to make a statement. We're going to shock the world. That's the plan. We're coming in. I keep hearing that Makhmudov's a big, strong guy that can bang, which is true. He's a very, very powerful fighter. But let's not forget that we came to England at the end of 2025. We won all the round. We won a unanimous decision. He can box. So obviously, he's got a lot of power, but he's got a lot more tools in his bag. And let's face it, no disrespect. Obviously, Tyson Fury is one of the greatest to ever do it, but on April 11, unfortunately, it's going to be a different story.
Antonin, talk to me. When this fight was presented to you, what was your immediate reaction? Was it a straight yes, or did you have to think about it at all?
Arslan was forcing us to say yes before we even had the time to discuss it. First, it was 100% yes right away.
This is arguably the biggest stage of Arslanbek's career so far. How do you assess the challenge that a legend of the sport like Tyson Fury brings?
Well, it's a great opportunity. It's a great challenge for sure, but his whole career was built for that. You know, it's we've trained really, really hard. We've traveled the world. We prepare ourselves for that night, and there's, you know, again, a lot of respect, but on that night it's going to be a different story. We're going to go real hard, and I know that Arslan's a bad man when he's in the ring.
No doubt this fight is going to be broadcast live on Netflix to a viewership of potentially hundreds of millions, a lot of new boxing fans. What would you like them to know about your man before fight night?
Well, make sure you don't skip any second. It could be very fast. Arslanbek is known as like everybody said, he's terrifying. I mean, I know him personally. I know how like he's a great man. He's very kind, but he can be very dangerous and he can be very mean in the ring.
Now, you talk us through camp. I've seen that there's videos of training in the cold mountains. How's it been so far, and what's the plan 8 weeks out from fight night?
I mean, he's very, very serious. He's been training in Russia. Now he's coming back to Canada, and he's going to prepare with Mark Ramsey for the rest of the camp. You guys can expect the best version of Arslanbek Makhmudov on April 11.
You couldn't get 2 different camps. One, hot, beautiful Thailand. One, the Russian mountains. It's sure to be an incredible fight. Now, thank you, Anthony. And before we hear from our fighters, I'd like to bring in a man who has guided Tyson through some of the biggest moments of his career. Tyson's long-time promoter, CEO of Queensberry Promotions, the legend, the Hall of Famer, Frank Warren. Frank, how are we?
I'm fine. How are you? And good afternoon, everybody.
Listen, talk to me. You've seen Tyson at every stage throughout his career. What does this return mean for you as a man who's been by his side from the very, very beginning?
Well, first of all, I'm pleased that he's coming back when his powers are still there. He hasn't retired for 5 years. By the time this fight takes place, it'll be 18 months. He's in with a live opponent, a real live opponent. He's got a knockout ratio of 90%. Big banger. I think 17 of his fights he's won in the first round. So this is a big step up for Tyson. But for Tyson to be coming back now to the sport, it brings a total new level of interest again. You know, he's not just a boxer, he's one of the biggest personalities in certainly in the UK, probably in the world. In my lifetime, the biggest personality, or in my time in promoting, the biggest personality I've ever been involved with. I mean, where he goes, everybody wants to see him. Where he's, you know, when a fight's on, you know, it brings tremendous attention. And more importantly, the public want to see him. Sells out. He still holds the record for Wembley. He sold it out on his own. On his own at the press conference. Nobody there. 400,000 people in the queue to see Tyson Fury in a fight. And the same's going to happen here. You know, he is a phenomenon. And more importantly, he can fight. For me, I think he's the best heavyweight of his generation. And I know people are going to say, what about Usyk? You know, those fights were very, very close fights. But Tyson, I just feel is you know, he's got so much still to give and to prove, and I do believe he will win a 3rd world title and get up there with the greats. Lennox is here today, you know, with the great fighters, and he's a great.
Go on, Lennox. Yeah. Yep.
You know, he's a fantastic fighter. This is going to be a great occasion, and the heavyweight division, I keep saying, is on fire. Now it's blazing.
Yes.
It's blazing. This brings a new dynamic to it.
Rick, you're no stranger to a Tyson Fury retirement. You've dealt with a few. Talk to me about your involvement in bringing him back. How did that process unfold?
I never had one conversation with Tyson about fighting. It's his decision. Any conversations we've had, it's been about how's the family, how are you? And that's how it's been. I always felt he would come back because he's a fighting man. And I know he's in the gym. And I've got to be honest, the first time I've seen him in the flesh for a while, he looks in the best condition I've ever seen him in. And I mean that. And I'm talking about as a young man as well. He looks really well. Mentally, he seems, and he is very, very happy. And I think he's got a bit between his teeth. And the thing about that means you've got a dangerous Tyson Fury. A dangerous Tyson Fury.
We've got a dangerous Tyson Fury, also a dangerous opponent. It's a high-stakes return. Makhmudov is a dangerous. From your perspective, What are the risks in taking a fight like this, 15 months out of the ring at 37?
It's a risk for any of these big guys. It's a risk. You know, one punch can change a fight. And the one thing about Arslanbek is that he can punch, and he's done that on numerous occasions. He's a big, big puncher. He's a big man. And this, for him, is a massive opportunity. He can change his whole life. He's there. That's why he's taken this fight. He believes in himself. He's there. But we believe in Tyson, and we believe Tyson's on this journey, and it's been an exciting journey. I mean, you think about it. The fights he's had, the 3 fights against Deontay Wilder, you know, all those fights he went in as an underdog for some reason. And the first one, he won it and came from, I mean, that last round was so exciting where he came from. The second one showed what he was all about and went and done a job. And the third one is probably the best live heavyweight fight I've ever sat at ringside and watched. 2 gladiators, 2 warriors. And that's what Tyson is, a warrior. He's got that warrior's heart. And then you look at the 2 fights of Usyk, which were very close fights. Again, 2 warriors, 2 fabulous, fabulous warriors. And everybody was entertained. He entertained you. That's what fighters, good fighters do. They entertain, and he's an entertaining, exciting, dynamic fighter.
Frank, these boys won't talk about next steps. They're focused on this opponent, but you're the man that has to pull the strings behind the scenes, so you can't wriggle out of this one. Talk to me. With Fabio Wardley holding a share of the heavyweight title, he's under the Queensberry banner. How does Tyson Fury's return change that landscape, add to that landscape? And should Tyson triumph on April the 11th, what are the next steps for him becoming a 3-time heavyweight champion?
Those 2 are getting it on May the 9th, and it's going to be an exciting fight. There's no doubt about that. I'm not looking ahead because I'm telling you now, everything Tyson does is his decision. You know, we give our bit of advice, but at the end of it, he's a boxing man through and through. If you cut him in half, it would say fighter. And he's a knowledgeable fighter. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants. He's on this journey. And we was talking upstairs, and I was listening to some of the interviews. He said he wants to win the title for the 3rd time. That's his mission. And I've got to tell you something, nearly every mission he goes on, he wins. He does it. He accomplishes them. And I'm sure he's going to have his eye on that fight. There's going to be an eye on Usyk. There's so many connotations, so many permutations. One thing's for sure, it's going to be an exciting journey. Always is.
Right, there's 2 routes.
Sorry?
Which one would he prefer? Where are we going? Are we going Usyk rematch or the winner of Wardley Dubois? One's easier to make.
The only one who can answer that is Tyson. For
but
me,
Tyson, but I would get ready to answer that.
Listen, all the fights are good fights. I'd like to see him in with Usyk again. I would love to see that fight again. They were great fights to watch, and I'd also like to see him fight the winner of the 2 guys, of Fabio and Daniel. They're all exciting fights. Heavyweight boxing is so good at the moment, and now, as I said earlier, it is a light. Like that blue touch paper, when Tyson Fury gets in there, here at Spurs in April, we're going to see a fantastic performance. And then after that, the world is his lobster.
Listen, it will be. The heavyweight division is absolutely on fire. So, before we keep talking to these guys, I want to bring in the men who will settle it in the ring. Arslanbek, welcome. We're just under 8 weeks away from what will unquestionably be the biggest night of your career. What was your personal reaction when you heard Tyson Fury was coming out of retirement and you were at the very top of the list of potential opponents?
First of all, hello everyone. And I want to say thank you, first of all, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh for this opportunity. Yes, I was very happy. I was very happy when I heard this news because for me it's a dream fight. It's all my life I go for my goal. My parents told me, my uncle told me, when I was 9 years old, they told me you're gonna be champion of the world. So I just follow my goals and enjoy this time now and enjoy my trip to this my goal, and I'm looking forward to April 11 to reach my goal, inshallah. Thank you.
Arslanbek, you're well on the way to reaching your goal if you beat this man to my right. Now, you posted a photo of you and Tyson Fury 10 years ago when you were a fan. What is it like looking back at that now and being sat here on the top table about to fight him?
Yes, this time it was in Canada. Yeah, even wasn't did a pro debut. I wasn't pro boxer. I just came to sign contract. At this time, Tyson was already world champion, former world champion, and yes, he's a legend, like a big name in boxing. But I come here for make my legacy, my story is.
You come to make your legacy. You'll certainly make an incredible legacy if you win on April the 11th. Now, do you think there's a chance, there's a lot of talk online, there's a lot of talk around the boxing world that Tyson Fury wants to become a 3-time heavyweight champion. Do you believe there's a chance that he's overlooking you in any way?
I believe when we took a picture almost 10 years ago, it was like a signal from God for this day gonna be happen one day. I'm gonna be meet with this guy and beat him. That's why this is my goal, and I believe God prepared for me that this.
Is this the best possible time for you to get Tyson Fury 15 or so months out of the ring by the time he steps into the ring right here on April the 11th? A long layoff at 37 years old. Is this the perfect time?
You know, this guy have big experience. I don't think so. It's a lot of change. This a long time. I mean, 1 year in not boxing, but I mean, he's a great boxer. For him, it means nothing. But that's why I think it's going to be a good fight. April 11th.
You've openly said that your win against another Brit, Dave Allen, filled you with confidence. You had to do it in an extremely hostile environment, something that you'll definitely face here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Are you ready for that?
Yes, of course, because when I was go in Sheffield, 10,000 arena, this arena was against me, 10,000. But I said myself, God with me, doesn't matter who against me. And I was successful. This time, same thing. 6,000, 7,000 against me, but God with me. It's all the world can be against me. It's nothing if God with me.
In that same fight, you went 12 rounds for the first time in your career. Has that showed you that you can stay disciplined and box and take it over the distance if Tyson makes it awkward for 12 rounds? Or do you believe that it has to end inside the distance for you to get the win?
I don't know what's going to be happening in the fight, but of course we'll prepare for all distances.
The man is ready. Now, Tyson Fury has been dropped 8 times in his career, with 4 of those coming in the last 6 fights, and you've built your career on knockouts. Do you believe you hit hard enough to keep Tyson Fury down?
What's the question again?
Tyson Fury has been down 8 times in his career, with 4 of those coming in the last 6 fights. So more recently, you built your career on knockouts. Do you believe you hit hard enough to keep Tyson on the canvas?
You know, guys, nobody knows what's going to be happening in a fight, but we can just make a reason to win. What we can do, just, you know.
Arslanbek, thank you very, very much. We look forward to seeing you. Now, Tyson. We've got to stop calling them retirements. They're more like sabbaticals now. It's more like just a little break away from the sport, holidays from work. Let's start with the question that everybody wants to know the answer to. Why have you decided to come back? And was there a catalyst? Was there one moment where you thought, do you know what, I've still got it?
First of all, thank you to everyone who turned out for this press conference today here at Tottenham. Thank you to Turkey Al Sheikh for putting this show on. Thank you to Netflix, Spencer, Frank, everybody who's been involved. Thank you to everybody. And I'm glad you asked that question. Sorry, Dr. Rakan as well, he's right here. Without this man, let me tell you something, without him, none of this would be possible. We spent hours and hours on the phone making this deal happen. And without this man here, he deserves all the credit he gets. Great man. Now, big shout out to my dad, because without him, I wouldn't even be born. How about that? Right, back to your question. I think it's a very interesting question as well. Because why did I come back to boxing? Very, very, very interesting question, and there's only one answer to that. And the truth of the matter is, I came back for one reason only, and that's to make boxing great again. Since I retired for the 5th time, over a year ago, boxing for me has gone on a downward slope. It's become quite boring, and boxing is at its maximum potential when Tyson Fury's actively fighting. And I didn't say that. An AI, the cleverest AI on earth, said that, ChatGPT. So believe it. And I'm coming back to make boxing great again. Like Donald Trump wants to make America great again, I want to make boxing great again. And with me, I brought back the biggest streaming platform on earth, Netflix. First fight back, fighting at a 60,000 seat stadium. I bring a circus, I bring an entourage, I bring entertainment, I bring action, I bring cameras, I bring everything to the sport. And it's something that I'm so passionate about and I love. You know, I was enjoying being retired. I made At Home with the Fury Season 2, which is about to air in April. I made a documentary on Netflix about my life, a biopic documentary. I travelled the world with my family, went on a few private jets, few yachts, nice holidays, food. I was enjoying myself. But it comes to a point where you just want to go back to work. And my work will always be the fight game. No matter how old I am, people say, oh, well, you're 37. Well, let me just hit you with a few facts here. Archie Moore was 48-year-old when he defended his title and went 15 rounds and got up off the canvas 6 times. Roberto Duran was successfully fighting world champions in his 50s. So I think age it is what it is. I feel fresh, I feel good. And if I was on a decline, I'd say it. I'd be the first to say, you know what, I don't think I've got it no more. And I won't box, but I don't feel as if I've lost anything. I feel like I'm in my prime still. I feel fast, I feel good moving. I feel everything's really good. I've been away in Thailand training, as everybody knows. It's been well documented all over my Instagram for the past however long. Rejuvenated. The sunshine makes you happy, makes you smile. And it knocks down your biological age. I think I've knocked down 10 years of my biological age with sunshine and having a shave. For sure, and I'm really looking forward to getting back in the ring. And April the 11th can't come soon enough. I'm in great shape. I've been training since I retired. I never stopped training. It's a part of my hobby. However, I've been really brutalising myself over in Thailand, doing a lot of old school stuff over the last 8 weeks. And I have another 8 weeks to go. So, like Frank pointed out, I'm in good shape right now, and I'll be in even better shape on April the 11th. And, you know, Makhmudov, what do I know about him? I know he's a giant. He's bigger than he says he is. He says he's about 6'4", but I think he's about 6'8". He's a big man. Knockout puncher for 14 or 15 first-round KOs. And they say, why did you choose someone so dangerous as Arslanbek Makhmudov? Truth of the matter is, if I fight a pudding, I don't get turned on by that. I have to fight somebody dangerous to make me want to even train, make me want to even take it seriously. So now I know I've got a dangerous knockout artist in front of me. I really will focus and get my teeth into the training camp. I'm looking forward to the event. I'm looking forward to coming here, putting on a real show at Tottenham. And most of all, I'm looking forward to punching his face right in, to be fair. It's been a while and I missed it. What better thing can a man do than punch another man's face in and get paid a lot of money to do it? It's like a dream job. You get to punch people's faces in and get paid a shit ton of money to do it. So I've missed that. I missed it. I missed it a lot. And now we've got big Makhmudov over there. I'm going to write him straight off completely. I'm going to make his face look like a butcher's block after about 4 rounds. Because I know he can't get out of the way of my punches. That's a fact. He's dangerous, I understand that. And everyone will be saying, you know what, you got to really take this guy seriously. But he knows he's in there with a legend of a fighter. And when he gets in there on the night, he's going to realise how much of a legend I am. Because, you know, he fought over in Britain recently, and he fought Dave Allen and went 12 rounds. But Dave's me pal, the White Rhino. But if he thinks it's anything like that, that's like swimming in a garden pond and then trying to swim across the Atlantic Ocean in bad weather. It's totally different. And I'm looking to put on a show. I want an explosive knockout, and I believe I'm going to get that April 11th. I'm going to knock him spark out.
So I might as well sit down. That was unbelievable. It's vintage Tyson Fury.
Like a one-take wonder, wasn't it?
You practiced that. Tyson, I've noticed a lot on your Instagram, through your socials. You've spoken a lot about being happy and feeling blessed.
Yeah.
And a little bit of time away from the sport seems to have healed something there. Do you think that a happy Tyson is the most dangerous version of Tyson Fury?
Every day I wake up, I thank God for everything that I have and everything that I am and everything that I become. Sometimes people forget to thank the Creator and thank everything that we have, my family, my career, everything, friends. I've been so truly blessed over the years, and there's been quite a few moments where I've been down and out, wrote off, and I keep coming back, and like we say, this is my 5th comeback in as many years, I suppose. But, you know, when you love something so passionately as I do, it's hard to let go. It's very difficult to let go. And after watching, I just watched my documentary for the full 2 hours backstage in between interviews and stuff. And the career that I've had, the roller coaster of emotions, up and down, the fights that I've had over the years, it makes me want to fight even more. Because I know how hard I have worked to get to this point. And to walk away with so much left in the tank wasn't never going to be. I was always going to come back. Even if I didn't believe it myself. When I retired over a year ago, I really believed that I would never return to boxing. But having had a year off and experienced life and all the things that it has to give, I've learned that I'm so much in love with boxing that it's a part of me, no matter how old I am or will ever be, it'll always be a part of me. Just like Mike Tyson, he can never get it out of his system. He just had a fight at 60 years old, 61 years old. And I think boxing is the biggest addictive drug on earth, because any other drug you can go to rehab and get it out of your system. But the fight game, it never leaves you. It's always with you, now until forever.
You've spoken a little bit about healing, being happy and coming back to the sport. You said maybe you didn't think you would come back at one point. Obviously, those 2 defeats to Usyk, what did you learn from those? How did that help you kind of come back in a different mindset?
What did I learn from those 2 fights? I learned that I'm a very good boxer, and I learned that you just got to flow with the punches and just take life as it comes, ups and downs. I said it a long time ago. It's not how many times you win or lose, or how many times you get knocked down or whatever, but it's about getting up and keep coming forward in a positive manner. No matter what life chucks at you, you must keep continuing to move forward. And, you know, I got that from a Rocky movie. But it's so true. There is never a tomorrow. You know, tomorrow's a myth. It's not a real thing. Today is what we have. Not yesterday, not an hour ago, not an hour forward. We have now. Tomorrow might not ever come. And I suppose the biggest turning point in this comeback for me was a tragedy that happened with Anthony Joshua. I was on holiday with my family in Thailand for Christmas, just to get away from the rain. Sick of the rain, it was depressing me. And then I hear all that bad news that's gone on. And I thought, you know what? Life is very short and very precious and very fragile. And anything could happen at any given moment. And you should never put things off until tomorrow or next year or next week, because tomorrow is not promised to nobody. The Bible says tomorrow is not a gift. Tomorrow ain't promised. Tomorrow is a mystery. So we have to live for today. And me living for that day, I made my mind up there and then that I'm going to come back to boxing, because it's something that I love and I'm passionate about and that I've always been in love with. And there is no tomorrow to put it off to. So that's why I'm back today for this big fight.
Absolutely. And obviously we pray that Cena and Lats rest in peace. Now, how much pressure do you feel coming back with that mindset to win, but not just win, but win in good fashion? Because if you don't look convincing, the critics will say those big talks about the winner of Dubois, Wardley, redemption against Usyk, they all go out the window. So do you feel that pressure?
No, there's no pressure. I've got I've got no oath to be taken. I don't hold any alphabetical title, just me. Having fun, something I've always done all my life. I don't feel pressure. I live for this shit. Even when I'm under pressure and I'm cut and I've been down, I still live for this shit. It's what I've always lived for. It's what I'll always continue to live for. And I thrive under pressure. And as for the critics, I'm sure Van Gogh had his critics, but I can't name any right now off the top of my head. Fuck the critics, who cares about them? They're just soft, sorry people who have to hate on other people who are trying to do something that they could only dream about doing. Probably having wanks in the bathroom about doing it. Yeah, well, when real men get in there and fight, and another idiot's armchair critics slag off people who are doing something they could only dream about, then it's a sad, sorry state. So, does the lion care about the opinions of sheep? No, he doesn't. Who cares? I read a quote on Instagram recently and it said, does the honeybee waste his time telling the flies that the honey is better than the cow shit? He doesn't. He just lets them crack on with it. And that's what I do. I crack on with my own business. I don't get involved with anybody else's. And I stick in my own lane. I'm not a big-time investor. I'm not a property developer. I'm not a realtor. I'm not anything but a fighter. And that's what I'll always be. And that's why I'm back again, sticking in my own lane and doing what I always do.
I'm going to write down a list of these incredible quotes. I'm going to sell it on eBay for a lot of money. Absolute vintage Tyson. This is your first time fighting back in the UK since 2022 in this very, very stadium.
Has it been 4 years already?
Yeah.
Shocking how time flies, isn't it?
How good will it be to be back in front of 60, 70,000 British boxing fans?
It will be absolutely unbelievable. And I know my legion of fans will fill the stadium up, no problem. We boxed here in December, freezing our nuts off, out there, me and Derek Chisora for the heavyweight championship of the world. And everybody and his dog said, that won't sell any tickets. It's December, it'll be raining. But guess what happened, Frank? What happened?
Sold out.
Sold out. And I anticipate another sellout and another epic fight here in Britain. It's unbelievable to be back. You know, I was away in Saudi for the last, what's it been, 4 years? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last few fights have been over there, and to come back to the UK with Netflix, it's a dream come true to be back here at Tottenham. And I had a great win here last time, and I'm hoping to get another great win here again on April 11th.
It's live on Netflix, and Tyson is definitely Hollywood, let me tell you that. Now, your dad's been in the room. He's saying that he wanted to have more input into this camp, and you posted your weight on your socials, 18 stone 11 and 3/4 pounds, the 17 pounds or so lighter than you came in for the Usyk rematch. One of his wishes was he wanted you to learn to move again, to be awkward, to be jerky, to be hard to hit. Is the weight a part of that, and is Thailand a part of that?
The weight is... Weights can be deceived. You know, I was about 18 stone 10 when I fought Usyk last time out, but I weighed in, fully hydrated, fully fed, and I had my coat on and boots, big leather jacket, so I wouldn't buy into the weight on the scales too much, and scales don't really mean a lot to me. Hence the reason I've always been a fat fucker all my life, but it hasn't really affected me. But yeah, listen, I'm training away, and whatever weight I come in at, I'm not a slim, fast woman who's checking her weight every 10 seconds with a set of scales. I'm a heavyweight man, 19 stone, 6'9". As long as I'm fit and strong and I eat my food well, I'm not really too concerned about what weight the number says on the scales. And as long as I'm performing and doing what I've got to do, then I'll be happy on the night.
So you've been in with some of the biggest punchers in heavyweight history.
Number one in history.
Number one
7.
in history.
That's not bad, is it? Number 1 3 times and number 7. That's pretty good.
Right, they're 1 and 7. Where does Makhmudov rank in terms of that threat?
I don't know. I've never fought him yet. Never felt his power, but I'll let you know after the fight.
I'll be asking you, don't worry. Listen, quick one. Back in Thailand, training camp looks a little bit different than Morecambe. Is it just the rain, the reason why you're out there? Can you give some insight to the boxing fans who see you on your socials, see you training, see you happy?
So why am I in Thailand training? So when you wake up in England and it's pissing it down, and you look out the window, how does that make everybody feel? Truthfully. Anyone?
She was in Thailand.
Not fun.
Miserable. There you go. Yeah. When I'm in Thailand and I wake up and it's 30 degrees outside, I'm like, this is awesome! Let me go training. Sunshine is the key. And if you wake up in the rain, you feel shit. And if you wake up in the sunshine, you feel happy. And I want to feel happy. I don't like the cold anymore, and I don't like the rain, I don't like the greyness, I don't like the 2 weeks of summer we get per year. So that's why I'm in Thailand. I've been there 8 weeks already, and the worstest day we had is 27.5 degrees, and the best day we've had has been about 35 degrees. So yeah, it's been pretty good. I've really been enjoying my training, and you can get a good sweater. Muhammad Ali once said, he said, I train in Miami, live in Miami, he said, because when I'm having my breakfast, I'm losing weight. When I'm jogging, I'm losing weight. When I'm training, I'm losing weight. When I'm sleeping, I'm losing weight. So while I'm out in Thailand and 30 degrees, it's a bit like Miami with the humidity. I'm losing weight all the time.
You're definitely selling it. Now, how does this fight end on the 11th? Talk to me. Give us a prediction before we get into the face-off.
How does it end? Probably a big right hand KO.
Nice and easy. Want to give us a round prediction?
Round 6, why not?
There
Sounds
we
like
go.
a good even number.
Mystic Tyson. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. I will allow these guys to step forward and head into the face-off.
Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, face to face, the Lion versus the Gypsy King. It all goes down. It all goes down on Saturday, April 11th, right here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, London. Live on Netflix, the #1 streaming outfit in the world, Netflix, giving their fans another reason to have Netflix and another reason to get it. Tickets go on sale starting tomorrow on Ticketmaster.co.uk. The first 24 to 48 hours, expect a massive sell-off, so get in there right away. Ticketmaster.co.uk for tickets to be here live. Everyone else around the world, you can see it live on Netflix. It's Arslanbek, Le Lion, the Lion, Makhmudov versus the Gypsy King, two-time world heavyweight champion, Tyson Fury.
So there you have it. The face-off has happened. We have a fight, don't we? A very respectable press conference there between Fury and Makhmudov. Lennox and Carl is just exiting the studio. We shall explain why in just a moment. Lennox is alongside me. Lennox, what did you make of that? It was a very civilized, respectable press conference.
Let me tell you, Tyson Fury is in good form. He's in good form. I like what I was hearing. I like the fact that the way he came in, and he's talking confident, he's looking good, and he's in a great suit. I'm excited about the fight, looking forward to it.
It was quite a different Tyson Fury, I'd say, we've seen. He seems to be the most relaxed, happy we've seen him, and the big man himself, I think, is making his way to the studio. But that's surely a good sign, because a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. We know that.
Yeah.
Here
there
he
is.
comes in.
All right.
Brother,
all right.
looking well,
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
All right.
See you, Tyson. Have we got your Netflix shoes in? We must get these in. We'll get my broken foot out of the way.
Napadon.
This is very much on brand, Tyson.
On point.
Lennox and myself were just saying, you do seem to be in quite possibly the best place that you've been. Would you agree with that?
I wouldn't say it's the best I've ever been in, obviously. I've had some great moments in my life, but I'd say it's up there for sure. Yeah. I feel good, Lennox. I feel I did a good 8 weeks of training, pre-training camp already, just get me weight down and focusing on getting my head straight. I'm really looking forward to the fight, you know.
Let me tell you, that's the biggest thing about boxers. Training camp is very important, and I know you're a guy that takes training camp very seriously, and you plan ahead, and this one seems like a real good one over there. You look good, you come back and you're talking great. So Thailand may be the next training spot for a lot of boxers out there.
Maybe, who knows? There's a lot of fun out there as well.
Great.
You said about the training camp and why you selected Thailand? What, the heat, the sunshine, anything else? I mean, I've seen you've been doing some karate out there.
Yeah, I've been
What's
doing
that
a
about?
bit of Shaolin Kempo, bit of kickboxing. It's across the board, broaden my horizons. I've been doing a little bit of Zen meditation as well. I'll try anything new, why not?
Zen meditation is very good because, as we were talking about, a happy fighter is always a very dangerous fighter, and that could be the case on April the 11th for Tyson Fury, perhaps?
Yeah, I feel rejuvenated. I've had a year away from the sport and I've not been thinking about boxing much, to be fair.
What did you do in that year?
What did I do? I made a documentary with Netflix. I made season 2 of At Home with the Furies.
Can't wait.
That took
First
about
season was brilliant.
Combined 10 months to make both of them. Then I went on a few holidays, did a bit of travelling with the family, even called Lennox Lewis up drunk one night.
He did.
Can we dare
we was on holiday and I was on the phone and I went, yes, Lennox, what's going on, my brother?
Dare we ask Lennox how that phone call went, or can we not?
No.
We'll leave it there, shall
Yeah.
we? You had fun in your year.
Yeah, but he was happy about getting back into training, I'll tell you that for sure.
Is that when you are your most happiest, do you think, when you are in training?
When I'm in training, I'm happy. When you're without the training in your life and you fill it with other stuff that not so good for you, you miss it. You yearn for it. Lennox will know exactly what I'm on about. He's been there and done it all before me. I'm 37. I still feel good. I still feel in my prime. I've got a lot more to offer, and there's a lot of big fights out there that I know I can win. I know I can beat this guy, and I know I can beat the other heavyweight champions in the division. And if we get a fight with Usyk again, I know I'll get decision this time.
How far are you thinking down the line? Because you do have to get rid of Makhmudov.
Like I said, the great Archie Moore went on for a long, long time, and I'd like to think I'll go on for a long, long time. Who knows?
You mentioned Usyk there. We still don't know what Usyk's plan is and where he's going to go. Have you spoken to him? Have you?
I haven't, but I can guarantee you one thing. By the end of the year, he'd be begging me for a fight. Because the one thing the Gypsy King does bring is a lot of money. Whoever fights me gets very rich. Just like this Makhmudov guy, he's going to make a shit ton of money for fighting me. And there's no other person in the division who can bring that sort of entertainment and money factor to these fighters.
Where does he rank? Where does Makhmudov rank in terms of opponents you face, do you think?
I have no idea. I've never faced him. I'll have to let you know afterwards.
You can, but going into it anywhere, how are you looking at him in terms of opponent?
How am I looking at him? He's a big, strong man. Probably can lift a lot of weights. Looks a big, strong neck on him. But the size of his head, I won't be able to miss him. Big jump in 1-2, bang, bang, slip off, whap, whap, whap. He'll be a vintage Tyson Fury for sure.
How dangerous is he for you, though, do you think?
Well, he's got 17 first-round knockouts.
Yes,
And he's got 20 wins by knockout in his 22 fights.
Yeah.
But I've never struggled with the big giant men. The bigger they are, the easier they are for me. And he's a big boy. There's not much difference in size.
I know what you were saying when you said he's got a big head. I mean, that's a big target.
Yeah, big target. And he's got a big body as well.
Yeah.
Ripping that body.
And you're right about how his height. He looks like about 6'8".
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He doesn't give
he's
much weight.
He's weighing 270 pounds as well. No flesh on him.
Yeah.
Big, lean fella.
So what can we expect if you are to, say, get back into world contention and potentially join this man's club of being a three-time world champion?
Yeah.
Do we need to see a statement? Do we need to see an explosive performance from you?
Not really.
On the 11th?
You don't need to say anything. You just need to see me get through this fight and win, and then whoever's next will be next. See, the thing is, you got the WBO champion of the world, Fabio Wardley. He's fighting Daniel Dubois next. These guys are sort of like unknown at the moment. They need to keep building up. And don't forget, I've been in this game 20 years. They've been in the game 20 minutes. So in order to get to the higher levels and be well known, they have to keep fighting and keep getting a name for themselves. So at the minute, it's very easy to make them fights. I could make that fight last year. I could make it 10 minutes ago. All them fights are easy to make because they all want to fight the Gypsy King. But the Gypsy King's like, well, I can pick whoever I want to fight. I could pick anybody. I could sell that stadium out fighting Joe Bloggs. Because that's what I bring to the game.
Which brings me back to, in the year out, was it always on the cards that you were going to come back then?
Definitely not.
The way you talk about these other opponents, I could have him, I could have him, I could have him. Whether you're sat at home thinking, I am going to come back, it's not a case of...
No, there was never, when I
if, it's
retired
when.
last time, there was never a point, oh, I'm going to retire for 2 months and then come back. I was officially retired, like I've done 5 times before that. You know, a lot of great fighters retire a lot. Sugar Ray Leonard retired every 10 minutes, so did Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
I'm like that myself, and I mean it. When I say I'm retiring, I did retire. I did have a year away from boxing, didn't even look at it. But now I'm back with a vengeance, and I want a bit more action.
I think it was interesting as well on the top table.
Oh, Oliver McCall's made a comeback.
Oh, yes?
You see that?
Yeah.
How old's Oliver? He's got to be 60 odd, hasn't he?
Got to be.
Yeah, 60 at least.
I was about to say, I think it's interesting on the top table how when you're talking about the Usyk fights, you don't refer to them as losses. You refer to them as 2 fights. I want to know, in that year out, how much did they play on your mind?
They didn't.
Not at all?
Not at all. I can't help somebody else's opinion from ringside. I know in my heart I won them fights, yeah? When you're a man and you fight another man, if you lose, you know you lose. I shake the man's hand, fair play. Listen, he did win. He's got his decisions, he won them, fair play. I kissed him on the head, congratulated him, fair play. But he knows and I know he didn't beat me. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. So he gets his decisions, fantastic. He's won the fight. I've got 2 big dirty losses on my record. But guess what? I'm the one who brings Netflix to boxing, and he's the one who's out in the cold. Can't get a fight for any money.
and
so it just says what, doesn't it?
We are very glad to have you on Netflix, Tyson Fury. Yes, we are. In terms of, this is perhaps the closing chapter, though, of your career, maybe?
No, definitely not.
No, I was going to say, how does it look? Have you thought about that?
I've never thought about it because I haven't got that far ahead yet, and we're not promised tomorrow, so I only enjoy the now.
And also, we all know we can lose 10 years.
Yeah.
We just need some sunshine, apparently, to grow a beard.
10 years goes like that. A flash.
You're right about the sunshine, though.
Yeah.
Sunshine, I can't grow the beard.
Yeah.
Or lose the beard.
I can't grow the beard because the beard makes me look 48 years old.
Well,
So I'm just going to keep it nice and short and keep looking...
Come April the 11th then, this place here at Tottenham Hotspur is going to be absolutely packed. 64,000 fans going to be crammed in here for you. Look at that smile on your face. I mean, how much are you relishing that? How much are you looking forward to getting back out there?
Can't wait. I'm really looking forward to walking down that tunnel again with all them fans screaming, "There's only
What's it going to feel like, do you think?
Tyson Fury." It's like electric on that stage. And I'd love this man to walk out with me as well. If he's available on the day, I'd love this man to be there.
Okay.
By my side on the return of the Mac.
All right.
Let's go, baby!
Let's go, baby!
You're signed up, Lennox. You got a
He
job.
signed me up.
He
signed him up.
He has. So what can we expect then come fight night? Like you said, you're going to be very excited. You cannot wait for that feeling to be in the tunnel. All those fans screaming your name. Who's the pressure on more, do you think? Are you feeling the pressure at all?
I'm not pressured at all because I can only go in there and do what I got to do. If it's good enough, I get my hand raised. If it's not, I get knocked spark out. So that's the way I look at shit. You know, if it's meant to be, it will be, and if it's not, it's not. Looking forward to the event. It's going to be an electric atmosphere here, and I'm here to put on a show as always. Everything I do, like with boxing, whether I win, lose, get knocked down, get back up after 49 seconds or whatever, it's Hollywood, it's entertainment.
It's entertaining. That is one thing, Tyson Fury, that is guaranteed when you are on the scene. It is entertaining, which is why the heavyweight scene, now that you're back in the mix, is a very exciting thing.
Well, I've always said, it's always great to watch him fight and win and then sing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. I forgot about the singing.
Yeah.
Get some singing,
I'm going to
do you
have
think?
to learn a new song for the Tottenham victory.
Oh,
Yes.
what's that going to be, do you think?
Well, I don't know yet,
What's
but I'm
gonna
going to
be added
figure
to
it
the
out.
repertoire?
It'll be a surprise for you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, can't wait. Before we let you go, just a word as well on the training team in terms of who will be in your corner come fight night. Your dad is going to be around and he's going to be there, but they did say on the top table you might be adding to your team. Can you give us any more insight into that?
I'm like Club Alang. I'm going to train alone.
Train alone for this one, and that is the plan.
I'm going to train alone.
Well, he's been through it so many times, he knows what to do.
Is that how you feel?
I know how to do it. I know how to go 12 rounds. I know how to push myself when I need to. I don't know how to take a rest when I need to. Boxing is not... people try and make it so rocket sciencey, but it's not. As long as you train hard and eat well and get plenty of rest, I think the rest of it, if you're experienced, like I'm an experienced veteran in this game, sometimes you need people to point stuff out to you and just remind you of certain aspects of it all. But
what I don't know about my own body now, I'm never going to know.
Very, very true. Well, it is great to have you, and we cannot wait
Thank
to
you
see
very
what
much.
happens on fight night. It's
Pleasure.
brilliant to have you back,
Good luck.
Tyson. We'll
Pleasure,
let you
champ.
go and do all your media commitments.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you, my darling.
Good to see you.
Thank you, guys.
What a relaxed Tyson Fury, but the news that I think is quite interesting that has just come out of there, no trainer. He's going solo.
Yeah, I don't think about being solo. I don't think he's going to be solo. There will be a trainer. There will
You
be
feel
some.
like that's just just for now?
Just right now. I think he's just getting everything together. But there will be a trainer. No boxer's ever stepped in the ring without no trainer. They need somebody to remind them of what to do. So for him, everybody, doesn't matter how good you are, you need somebody to remind you. Oh, keep your hands up. Oh, look. He's keeping his hands down. You can throw the right hand or whatever. So when he's saying he's going to go there with nobody, he's probably going to have his dad in the corner.
But you know as a fighter how important it is to not only get that team right, but also have someone in your corner that you can trust fully.
Yes, yes.
Especially at this stage in your career.
Tyson Fury's been through it so many times. He knows what he needs. He knows he needs a trainer. He knows he needs somebody in there that when he comes back from the round to tell him, hey, keep your hands up or whatever you're doing. I'll tell you, this guy, he's bigger than Tyson Fury.
I also just have to say that we've allowed
Makhmudov.
We've allowed Carl back in the building because Carl, you weren't really allowed to be here when Tyson Fury was here. You've upset John Fury, I believe.
A long time ago, but you know, he's all mouth for no action.
But one man you haven't upset.
Yes, I remember.
Is this man? Arslanbek, come stand here. There we go.
Toronto 2017.
Yes.
We made the meeting.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, are we having a meeting here? Have you two met before?
Meeting.
To pop that back.
Our friend Arthur Bitterby organized a meeting for us 2017. It's in Canada. Even this time I wasn't pro boxer. Just start.
Oh, okay. So see how far you've come?
Yes.
Terrific. You did a good job.
Not bad.
Yeah, and all these first round knockouts.
Sometimes I win, sometimes like I say, people ask me, what are you doing? I say I punch people, but sometimes people punch me. People punch me, you know, sometimes.
So you don't want them to punch you though. What? You don't want people to punch you. You want to punch them.
Well, it's boxing.
Yeah, it's back and forth. I know.
What did you make of that press conference? How did it feel up there? Tyson Fury, we've just spoken to him, we've just seen. He seems a very, very relaxed, confident version of Tyson Fury.
Yes, today is very, very positive, very friendly. To be honest, respectful, you know. I like this way because my philosophy is we are, as a professional athlete, like young generation look at us and we have to show them best example. Not like today some MMA fighters do back trash talking, you know. We understand, show people want to see like some drama, but we have to have like line. We don't have to cross, you know, like.
True. You don't have to
keep
cross
respect,
that line.
Keep respect. Show best example for young generation. We don't show them like you can say whatever we want and bad words. You know, this is very bad.
Yeah, you have to be professional.
Professional.
Yes.
Like you was, yeah?
Yes.
I am loving the love for Lennox today. There are a lot of Lennox.
Lennox, to be honest, was my favorite.
Brilliant.
One is my favorite boxing. I watch always his kind because we are almost same apartment. But now I'm bigger than you.
Yes, I don't know. You got.
When it was meat, I was a little bit shorter.
Yeah. I shrank a little bit. Don't have those big muscles anymore.
It happens to us all.
Yes.
You were a fan, though, of Tyson Fury. There is a picture, is there not, of you and Tyson from years
even
ago?
I was a fan in Tyson. It's 2017. I make a photo. No, I think before I make a photo with Tyson Fury, with you, I think we make a meeting with summer, right?
Yeah.
Summer, exactly. So this was 2017. I make a photo both with Tyson Fury and Lennox Lewis. And today, 9 years after, we are.
Now you're fighting him.
Yeah, exactly. And how are you approaching? How confident are you feeling ahead of the fight?
I feel, you know, guys, like this 9 years old was a signal for me. Like, go throw me. I don't. This time, of course, I don't understand what go show me. But he prepared me all my life, with always 9 years my professional career for this moment. He prepared me for me this moment. Of course, I beat him. Of course, I win him. How I
can you knock him out?
Yes, heavyweight division, you know.
Yeah. What's the plan? What's the plan when you go in there?
Plan, win. That's it.
Win. Any means necessary.
No, just win.
I think as ex-fighters, we want to know: are you going to put it on him? Are you going to take it to him?
Of course, if I go for win, because he is champion. He was former champion. He is big superstar. You not motivate like as me or motivate. You know, for me that's why I motivate. I go for my hunting. No, it's my name Arslan. It's mean lion. I go for my hunting always, and I hope so. It's going to be big hunting, and I hope so. It's going to be successful hunting. That's why.
What are the tools you're going to use?
What?
What are you going to use? Jab, right hand?
I'm going to use punch.
Just any punch? Okay.
Any punch anyhow.
I'm going to use punch, for sure.
Tyson Fury's not been very busy. He's been inactive. You've been busy. The Dave Allen fight. You beat my friend up, Dave Allen. And that was a good fight. Good fight for you.
You give me a good comment. Thank you very much, bro.
No problem. You're a good fighter, very strong. You take a good shot. I'd like to see you move your head a little bit more. But you've been busy. So do you think the game plan will be to go forward, put it on Tyson, let him know that he's been out of the ring for so long? Have you got a game plan?
Yeah, of course. Everyone know Tyson Fury is a good boxer. He can work attack, but he can play. But most of them he play, he go back, you know. That's why, of course, I have to go forward. I have to take my chance. I have to show I'm come for. It's win need for me more than for him. It's win for me, not for him. Yeah, that's why I come for that. You know?
Good. That's good to hear.
Well, Tyson Fury trains in Thailand. Where do you do most of your training? Do you go to training camp, or do you stay at home?
Yes, I start like I heard this news. I started my camp in Canada, 1 month. I did in Canada. So after in December, I did in Canada 1 month, like start, you know, beginning like of camps. And January I come in Dagestan in the mountain, in the Russian mountain. So I go, can you imagine, over the 2,000 high altitude.
Yeah, altitude.
I go for 3,000. I train here 3 weeks with my coach. Talib of Mir Pasha is also coach. Artur Bitterbeev also coach. Salvi, very big name in amateur boxing. You know?
Oh, okay.
So I train with him. It's my coach. So 2 camp left.
Yeah.
Finish, and I have 2 camp more.
Is there a certain weight that you want to come in at?
Yes, I have to prepare 100% for this fight. I have to prepare all the aspects, you know, and conditional and technical. That's why put everything in the map, you know.
Okay, good. Well, good luck.
And also, I want to ask a question, because as you've seen with Tyson Fury, there is a lot of eyeballs, a lot of people watching Tyson Fury. They get excited about him. He's entertaining. The occasion is going to be a very, very big night indeed on April the 11th. How are you feeling about that in terms of 64,000 fans being here? How will you do that? Will you feel the pressure?
No. Last time, you remember that in Sheffield, it was 10,000 arena. 10,000 was against me. Because I fight with Dave Allen, people love him a lot. I see that, you know, real people love him. But when I go in the ring, this 10,000 crowd was against me. I said myself, I go here with my God. If even it's all the world against me, if goes with me, they can do nothing for me. And I go with my God and I win. Now it's 6,000 or 16 billion, doesn't matter. I go with my God again. And I go for win again, inshallah.
Okay, final question.
Yes.
First bell goes on fight night. What happens, Arslanbek? What happens on fight night?
First round, what happens?
It's my hunting. It's my hunting.
The lion is hunting.
It's my time. It's my hunting. I go to do everything for my win. Inshallah, bi-iznillah.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank
and
you very
we
much.
shall see you on
thank
April the
you.
11th. Very much looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Arslanbek, we'll let you go. You'll
All right,
have
man.
other media commitments to do. I have to say, both of them, Carl, very, very, very chill.
I was going to say very big lump.
Well, they are. They are. Particularly, I'm not really wearing heels today, so I feel very small.
Very chilled. They look like they're enjoying it. Tyson Fury's back. He probably sees this as a fight that he should win in his head because of where he's been. And I just think Makhmudov will be enjoying the occasion. He'll be getting paid well. He's earned this win. He's earned this position because of the Dave Allen win. So I think he'll be taking it with both hands, and he's thankful to God for this opportunity, and he'll be coming fit and strong. So he'll be dangerous. I'm looking forward more to this fight now because I've seen these two guys come together than I was before. I think he's taken this deadly serious, and he's seen it as a massive opportunity, which is what it is.
Deadly serious. For Makhmudov, doesn't seem to be any real fear there.
He's not phased.
No, not phased at all, which could potentially be quite dangerous for Fury.
Yeah, I mean, he's been looking for this fight for a long time, and this is a big fight for him. And this is a fight where he can prove himself and show the world that he belongs at the top. So anybody would take this fight, especially fighting Tyson Fury. Is a difficult fighter to fight, hard to hit. But even just to go in there, like Tyson Fury said, you make a lot of money fighting him, and that's true.
You definitely do, but for Tyson Fury, would you say this is the right opponent for him to come back to?
Yes, I would say it's the right opponent. You know, it's a little bit of a threat, but he's got his best asset, which is movement, so he can always move out of danger. And anytime he wants to go back in there, he can move into danger and work and do what he does best.
What do you think, Carl?
I think as long as he's got the fitness, as long as he's got the aerobic capacity to go 12 rounds, I think he'll be fine. If he starts to fade and starts to slow down, or if he even gets off to a slow start like he did with Ngannou because he wasn't prepared, then there's the danger, because this is a guy who's just gone, I know it's Dave Allen, I don't want to play Dave Allen down at all, but he's not world level, he's British level, but he's fit and strong, and he keeps coming forward, and he throws punches until the last round, till that final bell goes, Dave Allen. And Makhmudov coped with that. So for 12 rounds, he'll be in front of Tyson Fury, and he'll be a danger. So if Fury's not fit and he's not taken seriously, this could be dangerous for him.
From what we've seen so far, though, he does seem to be taking it extremely seriously over in Thailand, and he seems very relaxed, very happy, which, as we've spoken about at length, we know happy fighters are very dangerous fighters. In terms of his training team, he wants to do this solo. He wants to be solo in his corner. John will be there as well. What do you make of that? Do you think he needs someone else in his corner?
As a fighter who had one trainer for my whole professional career, in Rob McCracken, and I listened to him and I drew from his energy and understood what he was saying between rounds. And if I'm having a bad round, or if I'm dropping my guard, or I'm on my front foot and I need to be on my back foot, I don't know how you do it on your own. I don't understand that mindset.
But did you feel, the further you went in your career, especially in the latter stages, that you could do it more on your own, or was Rob still as valuable then as he was at the start, do you think?
Still as valuable. You learn every fight and you develop every fight, but you come unstuck in different rounds. You get caught with a right hand, or you're moving to your right instead of moving to your left, and your coach that knows you and knows how you fight can pick up on things and see things. And when fighters dip in between different trainers, that's when, for me, they become unstuck. They can learn something new with a new trainer. When you go back to that corner and you've got no belief in that corner man, that can present a problem. I think Tyson's experienced enough to do what Tyson Fury does, but I'd like to see him maybe with Sugar Hill, or maybe with somebody he's a bit familiar with.
Where do you think Makhmudov will see Fury's weaknesses, Lennox?
Where he would see
Makhmudov's weaknesses, yeah, will Fury see them?
Yes, he would. Well, to me, if I'm boxing Makhmudov, I'll be looking and say, he does have a big head. I'm going to be throwing my punches at his head. And I know he doesn't move his head, so if I throw a lot of punches, a high percentage of them are going to hit.
I love Makhmudov's game plan. What's going to happen? Punch him.
Yeah, exactly. It might take a lot of work rate from Fury to force a stoppage, because he's very tough and strong. He's only ever been dropped to the body, and the body shots do hurt. So Fury may target the body. But Makhmudov, like you said, he just said it there, just punch him. So he's going to go in there and he's going to let the shots go. He's talking about having the heart of a lion. He means business. So Fury better be in shape, and he looks like he is in shape, so I don't think there's any danger.
Exactly, and we've still got 8 weeks to go. He's got another 8 weeks in Thailand, so surely things are only going to get better. Okay, it's coming, isn't it?
It's coming.
We are 8 weeks out.
Yeah.
What is going to happen on Fight Night, Carl?
What's going to happen?
Give me a prediction as well.
My prediction is the smart money and the safe bet would be for Tyson Fury to beat Makhmudov on points and look good doing it and enjoy himself and get the rounds under the belt, because he's been out for 14, 15 months. And when you've been out that long, you need the ring craft, the ring experience. You need to take you'll be doing it in sparring and in training, but sparring's the closest thing you can get to real fighting.
Is ring rust a concern for you, do you think?
It is, yeah. It's nothing. Sparring's nothing like real fighting. With them small gloves and on the occasion. So I'd like to see Tyson Fury take his time a little bit, work into the fight, and maybe get the points win or the stoppage, force the stoppage, because he'll be able to hit Makhmudov. He doesn't move his head. His chin's there to be hit, and a combination punch, and then off to the side, then a second phase attack. The referee might say, you know what, that's enough, and that could happen. But what I don't want to see him do is take his time, get caught with a couple of silly shots, and then be struggling, and then get taken into deep water and not be ready for it because he's been out of the ring so long. It's got dangers, but my prediction is for Tyson Fury to do the job, at least on points.
Okay, well, it has been, well, what, 2.5 years since Tyson Fury's had a win. He goes into this off the back of back-to-back losses. Lennox, can he do it? Can Tyson Fury do it? And if he can he do it in style?
Yeah, he can do it. He can do it. He's done it before. He knows what he needs to do. Like I said, Tyson Fury takes his training very seriously. You know, I remember I was up in the Poconos and he phoned me up and said, well, you know, he talked to me about the air. And I was saying, boy, it's too high in, what's the place in California? The Big Bear?
Big Bear, man.
Big Bear.
Big Bear.
Big Bear. Big Bear is really high, and, you know, for certain boxers, if they go up there and they run, it's like they're running and their heart seems like it was going to explode. That means they're too high. They need to come down a little lower. Me, I boxed in the Poconos. That was the best height for me. When I came off the Poconos, I was winning, and I was in great shape. So training is important. That's the first step before the fight.
Did we get a prediction from you, Lennox? Did we get one there?
It's going to be a close fight. It's going to be a serious fight. I think Tyson...
I see what you did there. You tried to avoid it, didn't you, Lennox? I see you.
It's going to be a serious fight. I think if Tyson comes how I expect him to come, his jab and his movement is way superior, and he should win the fight.
Well, it's going to be entertaining, isn't it? It is a must-watch fight. That is it from us here at the press conference this afternoon. Carl, Lennox, thank you for your company, and to you at home for watching as well. Well, on an afternoon where Tyson Fury has very much re-entered the building, hasn't he? And we cannot wait to see what happens on Fight Night on April the 11th, live on Netflix. We'll see you there.
See you then.